Recording now.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the Blaze user group meeting. Today, I just want to do a quick recap on what we have done so far and what's coming up next, like the very, very next steps, and then what's coming after that. And maybe I first start by sharing my screen and then getting a little bit easier for everyone else. So, yeah, it's, as I said, a quick update. So, recap last steps for 3.1, and then talking about 3.2 and our visions for 4.x and so on. And first of all, I want to thank one of our participants in the meeting today. That is Bertrand. Is that spelled correctly?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, I want to thank Bertrand for now because many of the open pull requests and merged pull requests come from you. So you were very active in providing some valuable additions here. And let me quickly summarize. We have 8 merged PRs, and most important stuff here is that external npm dependencies are removed. We have a native DOM backend now, which gives us the opportunity to get rid of jQuery, so we can operate Blaze without any need of jQuery, but keep the structure mostly similar. And so it's currently considered non-breaking. We have some optimizations and we have some improved error handling, but we also have 2 pull requests left that are not merged yet. And these are the following 2. That's the visual error indicator. And I don't know if any one of you have seen this before. I already tried them out and they're quite nice. So when there's a missing template, then it's not throwing an error anymore, or when the template is missing, it's not swallowed up or something, but it's actually shown somewhere in your view that the template is missing. This is especially nice when you're in development. Production is another thing, but for development, this is a huge improvement. And then also having these kinds of errors being shown to you if you want them, that's a, to me, a personal big improvement. There was one caveat, and I was testing it, and I had one issue mostly about I don't know where it was. I found something. I encountered some minor things. I'm eager to merge because it will not affect anyone, but I wanted a second opinion. So what I need is definitely someone here who is helping out with the review. I could just request a review from Copilot. I'm doing that right now, but it would be great if someone else is helping out with review. And just for anyone who's watching this right now, because this will be uploaded to the Meteor channel, I suppose. Anyone who's watching, you can also, even if you're not part of the Blaze or of this pull request or something, you can still just add your review by going to files changed and then just do your review. You don't need to be requested as reviewer to do a review. Everybody can do. So please, everyone who has some time, you can easily do a code review here. And it's also not too hard to check out this specific pull request. I will talk to the Meteor core team that they add a link in the description on how to check out this specific pull request and then test it with your Blaze application. Because showing this here right now would totally exceed the the meeting. So that's the first one that's open. I want a second opinion and somebody else helping with tests. I can only test with the apps I have. I am not covering everything that Blaze can do, although I think I covered 95% of what Blaze can do, but I'm not sure about that. And the second one that is still this one is just that needs to be merged as well, but that's already fixed. And then this one, and maybe
Yeah,
Bertrand, maybe you,
yeah,
yeah.
you are right now just showing the presentation.
Oh, sorry, I was switching. I was not. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I had to share the entire screen instead. So let me quickly go to the other pull request again. So I was talking and nobody was seeing a thing. Oh my god. So that's this visual error indicator for development. Let me open this up again. And this this is the one I was talking about all the time, which you apparently did not see. And this pull request, again, I reviewed it and I it mostly good, and it should be merged in my opinion, but maybe someone has a second opinion on that and could submit a review, would be nice. Otherwise, I will definitely going to merge this as at the end of June, because there is no how to say, this is nothing that will affect production, so this is fine. The second pull request we want to talk about, and maybe Bertrand, you can add something to it because you opened it. That's the fix for stale re-renders each items during sequence update. What I would have to do here, or what somebody has to do here, is provide some. You have provided a testing scenario, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you have also an app or something you provided so people can open it, or should they just create their own
Hmm.
app and try to replicate it? Because right now I'm a little bit in time constraints with the testing due to other things, and it would be great if we can get some people from the community help us out, just by testing this and by reviewing it. You know, that's what we
Yes.
need right now.
Yes. Yes. I can just scaffold a little app to reproduce the problem, and then
Hmm.
the time with my
That
fix.
would be great. If you could do that, that would be awesome, because then we can get people to test this and to review this. So what I'm
Mhm.
doing right now is, because I just see that I just asked Copilot. We also know we have to take this with a grain of salt. When Copilot is saying anything, it doesn't need to be true at all. It can. I found so many instances of yeah, untrue accusations Copilot
Yeah.
made. Um, but it also finds very interesting things, and sometimes it can be very useful. So I just added it as a review. But again, it would be also nice to get someone here. So this requires a little bit of understanding of how Blaze works, which is why it might be not that easy to find someone who is helping out. But in general, I
Yeah,
hope
I
there
mean
is
that's
someone.
why I put so much description, in each of my pull
Mm,
requests, because then you have already the root cause of the bug and how to reproduce them. Sometimes, not always, but yeah, you can just read the description and try to understand it. But
yeah,
yeah, no, for sure, I can provide an example app.
that would be awesome, because so in the grand scheme things, we're just two pull requests away. Because I think we should, in to be in time, I would put these into 3.2. These issues here, those two. So once these two are merged, I would continue with the much more important phase of creating releases. I think also we don't need a alpha release in that, but just a beta and an RC, and then we get out, because I don't see the benefit of that. And my idea,
sorry to I think you can already go with the beta and then create another beta or RC once the other two are merged, so that people can test it more easily.
Oh, you mean creating a beta now?
Yeah, I think you already have enough to have a beta, and then once you merge the other two, since that's kind of last thing remaining, you go to RC.
Yeah, that's a good one. And so for that, we will need the Meteor core team. So I will go to them and talk to them that they create a beta release right now. Permissions for place packages, they are still considered core, and the core team has to manage that. But I can manage to talk to them, and in that case, the RC would be not before all open PRs are merged, but the beta could also already be out. That's a good point, Jan. And the advantage of this is that to test this, you just need to update your Meteor packages file. You don't need to git clone, check out anything, and have use linking a library and something like this. You can just update the package, and then you can run your local tests, and then you can see if anything breaks, and then they can report any issues. Good point, Jan. Thanks for bringing that in. That might speed up things by a lot. So if we don't get any substantial responses or issues reported in the beta, then we can focus on merging these PRs, making a RC. And for the RC, I personally would like to see as many as place users that are out there using it and reporting, because the more people we get in this RC phase, the better. I know from the Meteor core that even when there's an RC out, many people report after the final test is out, so we have to consider that as well. But apart from that, the more we test earlier, the better. If we have that, then I would move to 3.2 immediately in development, because we already have 2 open PRs. No, 3. Let's see, what's the milestone 3.2. So we have inline expressions and space bars also coming from Bertrand, and this is really, I'm really looking for it. I just don't want to mess up our current release too much, so which is why I think I was putting it on hold for the next release. And also server-side place template rendering. So these will be big features. And there's also, I just found that there is lots of stuff that has to be moved to 3.2. For example, these two here, bad resolve with, I will mark them as 3.2 right now. And then this one as well. And I found, and this is something I have to clean up a little bit. If I look into 3.1, then this is totally unsorted and uncleaned up. There needs to be a chore sprint of seeing what really belongs here and what just needs to be put into backlog, basically.
Yep.
And so my question would be, do you have any other ideas for 3.2? If you look, for example, in the issues list, is there anything you can consider being part of 3.2 besides these things? I found we have a new documentation. We have a lot of documentation improvement, by the way, in 3.2. Just my 2 cents.
I have to
this is
check,
also
but
something.
I already seen some issues that, for example, you have move code base to ES6, you have something like that, and we are already on ES5 plus with my pull request. And you have something like remove jQuery, and we already do that as well. On top of the list, remove jQuery dependency from Blaze. Oh no, it's mine. Sorry.
Yeah, we should
I
link
can check.
the pull requests accordingly. Where was the other arbitrary expressions? This is definitely linked. This is also already done. This is fixed as well. And where was the other one? This one. So jQuery. So let's add here jQuery. Oh, this and this. This is done, so we can close it. So it's linked so that we know it's not closed because of canceled, but because of these implemented. Arbitrary expressions. I will link. I will link that to your inline expressions pull request because this is.
I mean, I think we have a huge subject on 3.2. Is the same as Meteor. Is I think we have to implement better benchmark for Blades.
Benchmarked.
I think so. Would be great.
Something like this. Maybe this benchmarks. Code base 3.6. That was the one we can close. Debug mode. Handle async code. Handle most. We have to check if that needs to be closed.
Like the remove jQuery. Yeah, this one. Logical operator in HTML. It's linked to mine also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can. Let me do that. I will also update it to milestone 3.2, and then this is inline expressions. Then we have this can basically now be as 2015 or what? 2015. That was this one. With that, I can close it. And then remove jQuery as again made. Down back at this. Then we can close this guy. So we already cleaned up a little bit. That's good. And then we also have some here. And then I will also create a backlog that we here improve exception reporting. Completely solved and reported. I think I will check how much these are already now compliant with the new pull request on the error handling, and then I will reorganize a little bit more that we see, okay, that's 3.2. This is backlog, so let's see maybe coming to 3.2. Otherwise, for 3.3. And then there's also one thing, and this is really future of Blaze. There is something called Blaze Standalone. It's already very old issue, 2021.
Yes,
Yeah.
huge subject.
Yeah, it's a very complex topic, and I think it's not that easy because it requires a lot of changes in Meteor core. It has these codependencies of so many things that are part of Meteor core, like the tracker, the reactive variable, reactive dictionary, and so on.
Yeah,
And
I do believe I have like one or two PRs that is doing a little bit of untangling of actually
yeah,
of actually moving because Blaze is really tangled in many aspects. So I think I'm moving some of the utilities functions that are some of them are actually not even used in Blaze at all, but in Meteor Core. So I'm moving them into its own package. So that's something I need to revisit and update. So that's there's a lot of stuff to go into that one.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure it's the priority for 3.2.
Yeah,
Blaze
which is why I would,
standalone is like Blaze 4 or 5. So that's where that comes from. So there's I think Blaze standalone would be early as Blaze version 4. Similarly, like I would say to how if things went super great, similar to how TypeScript is doing right now with their transition, that they have like a compatibility release, and then the standalone or like the next release that is after like on the new. I think I don't remember what they're on, but it's like that's like the complete rewrite. So if anything with this, that would be 4.0 is kind of to untangle everything, so it can be standalone, but isn't it's still connected. That would be how I see it. And then 5.0 would release on npm or whatever the packaging standard is going to be at that time.
yeah. Sometimes npm release of Blaze. Of course, we have this big conflict of backwards compat. This is compatibility. This is always a conflict we know from since day one. I personally have one fear, that is that Blaze gets what's the name? Not abandoned, but irrelevant, because that's if nobody needs to use it because it has so much breaking, then people start like, okay, when it's breaking, then I'm jumping over to Vue or to React or something, and then it gets totally irrelevant, and that would be very annoying, I think, because it integrates so well with Meteor, and it
Exactly.
still offers many things
Out
being
of the
done
box. Yeah.
out of the box, right?
It's the main subject of the topics, you create, I think. Yeah, on the forum, like the Blaze next vision IDs task after the first meeting, and where we put all of our questions and so on. And I really think Blaze is relevant even in 2026. And I really think
You
we
mean
can
this one
do
here,
a
right?
lot better. Yep. And like in this topic, we have so much good ideas, I think, and we really need to, I think, reread all of that and I put in the Discord the Blaze landscape I made some months ago, and we have so much to do actually.
Yeah. Maybe did you link it here somewhere?
Yeah, just there.
That's the jQuery plan.
No, after that. Oh no. You can see it on the Discord channel?
On the Discord channel, I don't
On
know
our
where.
discussion on the channel Blaze, where we are.
You mean there? Let me check there. Here's the chat, and then this one. Yes. Yeah. What can blame? Yeah. That's the summary. Yeah, we need to. That's a good point. Let me relink that in the user group meeting. So as a reminder. Okay. We just got. I don't know why there was an invite for meet. That was maybe by Italo. So I didn't
Was
see
made
the
by
invite.
Italo, yes.
I didn't see the invite actually. That's a pity. Unfortunately, okay. I will keep that here and then talk about refer to that post later on. That's pretty good. And so there's mostly everything in there. The only thing is that Blaze that what I personally concern is that Blaze loses its uniqueness if it goes too much all in with being what the others do. So we have to be careful in how we craft these
Exactly.
features, right?
I mean, I think the fact that Blaze is so much, a plug in Meteor, we can't really lose that because it's the only framework actually that fits 100% with Meteor.
Yeah.
So I'm not really afraid about that. What I'm really afraid about is, just not trying to get some ideas from other. Like at the end of this page, you have a summary with, really the most valuable thing to do. The synthesis for Blaze, exactly that one. And I think it's pretty good. So I think we really can do some of them.
There's
For example, the SSR and SSG is, I think, a really good thing to code. For Blaze, but even for Meteor,
It's true. So async templates are already in there, but maybe it's not 100% in that way. There's one thing I found that's totally missing in this, and this is also missing from many sides when it comes to Blade. That is the IDE support. So, for example, JetBrains has some kind of IDE support for Blaze, but it's very limited, and it's sometimes really annoying to see how good the IDE support is. For example, for Vue, and then switching back to Blaze, I think like manually, but it's not because of Blaze, but it's because of the IDE support is just missing, and it's not that good. So this is also a side feature that I'd like to see getting improved because for Visual Studio will be the same situation, I think.
It's the same situation. Yeah. I mean, you can use like, for example, the underbars plugin or something like that, but it's not that good. But I think you have this ID in the document. For me, like modern dev tools, for example, in the priority borrowing matrix, you have below that. Yeah. In the modern dev tools, it's for the IDE and also, for an extension, for example, for Chrome or Firefox, their tools. So yeah, but I don't know, like with AI nowadays, I'm
I mean,
not
this
sure
is.
we
I mean,
really have. I don't know.
I mean, these three alone could be a very good foundation for a 4.0 place version. Just my 2 cents. Jan, do you have anything to add?
Not really. I'm just thinking that if like the standalone version happens, then we at least need to have one more other framework, at least as a sample, where how it could be implemented for it to be considered seriously outside of say the meteor circles. But other than that, kind of what you guys said on this topic, I have like then one slightly off topic final version, but that's not relevant as of now.
Okay.
So
No problem.
yeah.
I also think this is something here that really touches my needs, the single file format. I'm using a lot with Vue. I'm working a lot with Vue, and it's really nice to work on that because it has this similar to place this separation of HTML and JavaScript, and still has everything in one view file, and that makes it very nice to work with, especially also the scoping and all that stuff. So, and the IDE support also improves the overall DX. So
Didn't
think
Zodern or somebody made like a prototype?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there is this Flare compiler. Let me again check. It's a 5-part series of implementing this single file thing. So it's basically like a blueprint. You can basically you can use all these as a blueprint. I started with the 5th instead of the first one. But I don't know. I think by reading these 5 articles and then it would be a good foundation. Question is if we really want to put that 3.2 or if this 3 point beyond 3.2. I personally think it's beyond 3.2. Because
agreed that this is that's a significant
yeah,
amount of
Change, yeah.
work and change. So definitely,
yeah.
definitely
But at the
makes a
same
difference.
time, it might be highly beneficial. So what I would do is, and this is also from your analysis, that the renaissance must be visible and marketed. What I really think, what is really important, is that for now we just have these 3.1, 3.2, just for showing like, hey, Blaze is getting some love, Blaze is getting maintained, we're addressing issues that had to be addressed for a long time and just staying stable and stuff. But then if we want to implement things like this single file thing, or like develop everything that boosts developer experience, this has to be definitely being marketed very well also with the Meteor core team. We have to talk to them and let them know, hey, we need your boost on visibility, showing that this is not just being maintained, this is really being improved. And so people don't need to consider moving off of Blaze. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I think we're at the end for this meeting today.
Yeah.
So just a quick summary. We have some urgent next steps to be done in the 2 open pull requests have to be reviewed, merged, and I'm talking to the core team that we already get a beta out. And once the other 2s are merged, we get an RC for 3.1, and then as quickly as possible getting 3.1 out so we can continue 3.2 already. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Sounds good.
And for
Hey.
3.2, then we need a review for the we need a review from the Meteor team, because they need to review and merge as well some pull request from their side to server-side rendering.
On the core?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is everyone has some duties involved.
Yes.
And I will look for the next Blaze user group meeting being in the 3rd quarter of this year. People next time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there will be more people once we get this new release out. You will get them. People will come from everywhere and telling us something is not working as expected. No, but really, I think once we get 3.1 out, this will get another momentum, and then we can. I think in next year we already have different place as we had last year, and this is already a huge change compared to the last 5 years in place. The only biggest change was from Radek, but apart from that, there was not much of a change, right?
Totally.
Okay, then guys, thank you for joining, and I wish you a great Thursday and great rest of the week, and hope to see you soon again.